Hello once again, Niner Faithful, and welcome back to another episode of 49ers Playbook on the channel that's trying to answer the whys and hows of the game. I know a lot of people are expecting an Alfred Collins video, but because of some rather dubious copyright claims that I won't get all into, but the details of which are on my X account, that video isn't available on this platform. Instead, you can see it on my X account, or it's on the members website, jfa49.com, for our members. And with that, I want to say thank you so much to our members. The difficulties in working out solutions for videos like the Alfred Collins video is why the direct support of members just like you means so much. YouTube is pretty hands-off in handling disputes, and options are limited. To keep things going as is, we need more support. Please consider becoming a member of jfa49.com or by joining our Patreon, whichever you prefer. If only 1 out of every 20 unique viewers becomes a member, I can publish pretty much anything without concern, so thank you for your consideration. That being said, today we're taking a look at two promising rookies, linebacker Nick Martin and defensive back Upton Stout. Let's jump to the film and see what the 49ers like to grab both guys in the third round of this year's draft. You're watching Johnny Dell's Football Academy. We'll start out with linebacker Nick Martin, and the thing that absolutely jumps off the tape is his speed. He brings rare speed to the linebacker position in a scheme that has always emphasized linebackers who can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. Against a duo run, you'll see him first maintain his gap, then when the running back commits, the closing speed and violence he brings as a tackler. On fourth down, you see the suddenness that occurs as he fills his gap. One concern is his size, as he's a little undersized for a linebacker, but here he's able to fight off the block from the tight end and still make the tackle. Here as a quarterback spy, which is a role where he'll shadow the quarterback wherever he goes, the closing speed really jumps off the tape. On this play on a quarterback power, the running back will be responsible for a lead block on him. Disregarding a lot of other things about this play overall, watch the physicality he brings as he takes on the block. On this play, he's the backside linebacker who's responsible for scraping and chasing, and this is very much a role that he would be in with the 49ers. You see the closing speed. Then again, as a weak side linebacker, the closing speed. Speed, speed, speed. When it comes to Upton Stout, I only had one game of his tape, and it was against Alabama in a game when Western Kentucky got absolutely blown out. But what impressed me the most was that as a small school kid going into Tuscaloosa against one of the top college teams, he never blinked, and he looked like he belonged. Here, he's playing as a hybrid slot/linebacker role and will have to pick up the number 3 receiver in man coverage, and you can see the smoothness in his hips to maintain inside leverage, turn, and run. San Francisco slot defenders have to be involved in the run game a lot. Here, as a corner, he's not afraid to stick his nose inside and get in against the run. Again as a slot, and this time against a sweep play, you can see his physicality in taking on the block from the wide receiver, who has to hold to keep his block, and it draws a flag. The physicality he brings did cost him on a bad penalty in the game though. But he's another kid with an important physical trait, speed. He's coming on a slot blitz and Alabama is running away from him. He's got the long speed to still run down the running back, albeit not in time on this play. It does show you what kind of speed he brings to the 49ers. What you can see overall through all the game film was that he was the fastest player on Western Kentucky's defense. Here, against a bubble screen, you can see he's not afraid to play with physicality, defeating the wide receiver block and getting in on the tackle. Then, finally coming on a blitz, he meets the running back in the backfield with force, even when the game was well out of reach. Overall, these are two kids who bring a ton of physicality and speed to the 49ers defense, who will most likely be relying on them for a large portion of snaps this season. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the notifications button to be alerted to when a video goes live. Again, if you'd like to support the channel in any way, I'll have links for that below. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and go Niners.